Hello and welcome. My name is Jessica, and today I'll be guiding you through a yoga for a sore back. This will be a gentle practice to help soothe the feeling of discomfort and just give you a little bit of movement and mobilization. We are going to begin today standing up. So take your time to make your way there. Stand anywhere that feels comfortable to you on your mat. Root down through your feet, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Let's begin with a big breath in through the nose, sigh out the mouth. We'll start to find movement right away. So tuck your chin in towards your chest, then begin to round your shoulders forward, curling through your upper back, and then start to round yourself all the way down into a forward fold, moving nice and slow. When you land in your forward fold, reverse out of it the same way you came up. So slight bend in the knees, tuck your tailbone, slowly roll yourself all the way back up to stand. Head and shoulders are the last to rise. We'll move through this a few times slowly, as slow as you possibly can. Roll yourself all the way down, letting your body kind of slouch down into your forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need so you can completely relax through the upper body. And slowly reverse out, stacking your spine, gradually rolling up, shoulders over hips, head over shoulders. Breathe in, maybe gaze up, and then exhale. Start to curl it in. Round all the way forward and down. Move at the pace of your own breath. Let's take one more fold like this, all the way down, all the way back up. Then we'll continue to slowly fold forward, but this time rather than going straight down, lean over to the right. So head tilts to the right first, right shoulder dips down, and then curl and round your left shoulder in. Feeling the stretch on the left side of the body as you slowly start to roll yourself down, go through center, and then roll up through the right side again. So lean over to the right, slowly pull your left shoulder, left side of the body up, and meet back in through center. Repeat again, all the way over to the right. Slowly roll and melt yourself down through center and towards the right again. Roll all the way back up. We'll do that once more on this side. And then when you meet back at the top, we'll switch it over to the left. So lean all the way over to the left, and then slowly start to roll down, feeling the stretch now in the right side body. We'll do this 3 times on this side, moving at your own pace. No need to rush. Last time. And we'll meet back in our forward fold. Hang heavy, maybe a little sway from side to side. Feet can be hips width distance or wider. And keep a nice generous bend in your knees. Maybe you grab a hold of opposite elbows. Let your head be nice and heavy. A little nod yes and no. Release any tension in the neck and the spine. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Find stillness. Plant your hands down to the ground and then step back downward facing dog. Hips lift up nice and high. Separate your sit bones apart from one another as you lift your hips up high towards the ceiling. Root your heels down towards the ground. They do not need to touch, but think about sending them in that direction. Press your chest towards your thighs. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lower your knees down to the ground. Tabletop. Hands stack underneath your shoulders. Hips stack right over top of your knees, and we'll start to find a few rounds of cat-cow. So breathe in, dip your belly down towards the ground. Exhale, curl and round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Few more times like this. Traditional cat-cow, breathe in. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Now we'll start to add some movement in. Moving in a circular pattern, shift your hips over to the right. Curl or tuck your, not tuck, lift and arch your tailbone, belly dips down to the ground. Shift over to the left. Now curl and round your spine. Shift back over to the right. So starting to make big circles with the cat-cow movement. And this can be fluid and free. It doesn't have to be super rigid. Maybe you close down or soften your gaze and just allow yourself to feel into the movement rather than focusing so much on how it looks or how it should or is supposed to look. Then switch the direction of your circles. Go the opposite way now. Take one more full round of breath. And then meet back in a neutral tabletop position. We'll move our way all the way onto our bellies. So shift yourself forward and lower all the way down to the ground. Hands stay underneath your shoulders. Plant the tops of your feet into the mat and firmly plant your pubic bone down into the ground. Slight tuck of the tailbone and a little bit of engagement in the bum. Breathe in, press into your palms, lift your chest up, gaze towards the top of your mat. Hold and breathe. Try not to put too much weight into your hands. So you should be able to lift your fingers and maybe even the heel of your palm up. So you're using a little bit of back strength, not just arm strength here to lift and hold. Take another breath in. Exhale, lengthen down. So rather than just coming down with your forehead towards the ground, think about growing even taller. So send the top of your head forward towards the top of your mat and lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lengthen and lower. Once more, breathe in, cobra. Exhale, lengthen and lower. This time, no hands. Breathe in, lift head, neck, and chest up off the ground, including hands. Exhale, lower down. Twice more, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Press into your palms, lift all the way up through tabletop, and come onto your back. I forgot to mention at the start of the class, but for the next few poses, you will want to have a block. If you don't have a block, no worries. You can do everything without it. Lower down onto your back. Bend your knees, plant the soles of the feet down onto the ground, and lift your hips up just enough to find supported bridge pose. If you don't have the block, simply keep your hips rested down onto the ground in constructive rest pose. So plant the block underneath your hips, not quite on your low back, but just enough to support you. And then close down or soften your gaze. Let your shoulders melt into the ground. Keep the block on the lowest setting for today as well. So rather than putting it on the middle or highest setting, keep it flat to the. Take another breath in. Exhale, hug your right knee in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, and then cross your ankle over top of your left, and then open your hip up for supine figure four. Option to stay right here, find a little movement, or interlace your hands behind your left thigh, hugging your legs in towards your body. Again, option to find a little movement. If you're using the block today, maybe you bring a little bit of awareness to the body and just notice how this variation feels compared to the variation where you keep your hips on the ground. Give yourself another little squeeze and lower your foot down and reverse. Well, not reverse, but switch the cross of your legs. So right away, left ankle goes over top of right knee. Option to stay here or hug your legs in towards you. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Wherever you are, gently open up through the hip. So actively press the knee away from your body and keep your ankle flexed. Doesn't have to be super flexed, but a little bit of engagement in that foot. And then again, any little movements that serve your body today. Take another big breath in. Exhale, undo the cross of your legs and hug both knees in towards your chest. If you have space close to a wall, you are welcome to move to the wall for a waterfall or legs up the wall pose. Otherwise, you can stay free floating in the middle of the room with the block underneath you. Release your hands to either side and then float your feet up towards the ceiling or onto the wall. Keep a soft bend in the knees and let your feet just be light. So no tension. Maybe you wiggle your ankles, give a little wiggle of your legs, and then find stillness and find that natural point where you can just let your legs be heavy without holding too much tension in the body. Close down or soften your gaze. And just breathe. You are welcome to pause the video and stay in your legs up the wall for as long as you would like. If you'd like to be guided out with me, start to lower your feet down, hug your knees in towards your chest, and then slowly let your feet come back down to the ground. Lift your hips up just enough to slide the block out from underneath you, and then roll over to one side. Use your palms to help press yourself up to a comfortable seat. When you land, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears, sit up nice and tall, and close down or soften your gaze. Thank yourself for showing up today, for committing the time and energy to your practice. Let's close with one big releasing breath in through the nose, side out the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today for this yoga for a sore back. I hope you found a little bit of relief with today's practice. If you enjoyed this class, please leave a comment, a thumbs up, and subscribe for more. Thank you. Bye.